の瞬間に副作用が強くなって壊れ落ちてく歪んだ記憶は非科学的に自分さえも殺しそうで騙し続けた滑らかな感触真っ赤な雫が空さえ染めてゆくから日暮らしの泣く頃もう隠せない震える手を強く抱いて振り下ろせ笑顔のそのためにサイドエフェクト深く深い闇が満ちたら幻覚のバイルスが目を覚ます新しいこの景色さえも罪に支配され私を探す
Hello, chat. I didn't get to show you guys, but this little feller got a haircut. I actually think his haircut makes him look fatter. I don't know why. Because, like, before, when he had a lot of fur, it seemed like, okay, he's just fluffy. But now, without the fur, it's just like, okay, no, he's just fat. Chat, he's not fat, though. He's just thick. I am. I got it. Dodi, look at the camera. Dodi, look at the camera. Dodi. Oh, look how cute he is, though. He's a cutie. Aww. But my God, look at his dumpy, though. Fucking fat motherfucker. Look at a little potato. Christ. Holy moly. He just took a bath. He just came back from the salon a while ago. Today. Look at this beefy boy. Dog review on Discord? Bro, do people have a lot of dogs? I feel like most people on the internet have fucking cats. Which I feel like is just a psyop. Like, actually, to continue the brainwash of the human population to thinking cats are cooler than dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs are cooler. Cats are better? No. You've never had a dog. Yeah. Yeah, you guys just like cats because they're like, haha, cat memes. So you guys are all trying to make viral memes. That's the only reason you guys like cats more. But you guys don't realize dogs have cool memes too. Okay? I have 3 dogs and cats are better. Kocha, you've never had a right opinion in the 4 years I've known you here, okay? So like I'm not gonna it is what it is. All right. Dogs are too dumb. Well, Tori's not a good example to use in this case. A crumpled diary. Ooh, we got a crumpled diary now. Aw, shit, bro. So, okay, so this is the answer arc. Are we just getting all the answers through fucking diaries? I hope not. My aunt finally stopped her hysterical screaming. Today was just like any other day. I can't remember what set her off. Whatever it was, she changed subjects constantly anyway. It didn't matter. She went on past midnight again. The urge to sleep was pounding the back of my head. Once Satoko had been able to relax, she fell down on the spot and started sleeping, still clinging to my sleeve. I carried Satoko to the bedroom and laid out our futons.
ほら、Satoko. 布団が敷けたよ。
布団に入りな。
See, I can't imagine Satoshi actually fucking killing his aunt, though. Like, Satoko crawled in like a worm. She stopped moving when she was inside. I wish I could go to bed too, but I couldn't. My aunt asked me to do some chores. Past midnight? I had to get toothpaste after school tomorrow. I had to write it down somewhere. I had to make rice for lunch tomorrow. I set the timer. Right. I also had to repile the towels in the bathroom. That was the reason for today's scolding. My aunt will get mad if everything isn't done the way she wants. Oh, and there was something else. I was working at the grocery store the next day. They wanted me to bring an apron. Do we even have an apron in this house? I've never seen one. My aunt will be sleeping when I go to school, so I won't have time to ask her. What should I do? Since Mion helped me get that job, I don't want to screw it up. In that case, why don't I ask Mion about it at school? She might lend me one. Was there anything else? I was envious of Satoko because she got to go to bed. It was pathetic that I felt that way. Nah, kill the aunt already. She don't.
こんにちは。今日もお暑いのにご精が出ますことで。
おお、ミオンさんじゃないですか。
I'm still on to you, idiot. I don't trust your ass. Commit suicide? Bullshit. You know you didn't. We know you just fucking staged that shit.
こんにちは。あれ？それは差し入れですか？ありがたいな。さすがは我がチームのマネージャー。
まあ気が向いたからです。別に監督に差し入れたくて買ってきたわけじゃないので、そこんとこよろしくお願いします。あとさりげなく人を勝手にマネージャーに組み込まないように。
ミオンがマネージャーだったらいろいろ心強いと思うけどね。
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Satoshi don't look too bad with this baseball outfit. Is this a romance novel? If by romance you mean demonic monsters killing people and us trying to figure out who the fuck is killing everybody and making people rip their throats out, yes. But there's a little bit of romance here and there. But except the romance is like, oh my god, we're in love, or she likes us, or we like her, but then, oh, we forgot. And we didn't give her the doll. Now her inner demon came out and fucking murdered everybody. So there's a lesson to be learned there, chat, you know? If you truly love someone, you treat them right, or else their inner demon will come out and kill you. Yep.
マネージャー。
Satoshi-kun smiled at me in a carefree manner. I didn't want to become their manager. It'd be tiresome. Oh, this is how Shion became their manager? Okay. I've been coming every week though, so I'm a quasi-manager already.
まあ本当に気が向いたらその時はやりますんで。で、どうです？
Wait a second. I'm so confused. Because the timelines in which Mion and Shion were both verifiably Mion and Shion separately by Keiichi. But I guess we never... I don't know.
サトシ君の打率はどんな感じです？
ええ、頑張ってますよ。彼の打率ですか？そうですね。セブンスマートでおせんべいの袋をどれでも3つ買うとですね。
Bro, she does the fucking Mion laugh so well.
それってつまり3割ってことですか？へえ、サトシ君って結構な高打率打者じゃないの。
Bro, Satoshi fucking sucks. Is a 30% batting average good? Yes? Oh, is it? Is a 30% batting average good? Oh, very good in the major leagues. Oh, wait, hold up. Is Satoshi fucking...
打率は数字じゃないよミオン。ここ一番で打てなきゃ意味はないんだからさ。
サトシ君は自分で自分の弱点をよく分かっているようですね。そこまで分かっているなら、あとは練習あるのみですよ。
Damn, Satoshi's fucking cracked. EDA signaled to the pitcher, who then threw the ball. Satoshi-kun looked calm, following the ball with his eyes, then he swung. The whack! The ball flew between the first and second bases and landed in the distance.
やったー。パチパチパチパチパチ。
Is this what Shion thinks Mion talks like? I clapped and Satoshi-kun blushed in response. He repositioned his helmet to hide his face.
フリーバッティングや試合が平坦な時はかなり落ち着いたいいバッティングを見せてくれるんですけどね。
Aw, shit, he fucking sucks at the real deal. EDA smiled compassionately. It seemed that Satoshi-kun really couldn't perform when it counted. While he was usually good, when everybody expected him to perform, he couldn't. I didn't think it was because of nervousness. He just couldn't do it. I think it's a perfect fit for Satoshi-kun's character. He seems calm at first glance, but he's actually slow.
スコアボードとかそういう数字上ではかなりの高アベレージヒッターなのにね。
We don't need to call the man slow, okay? Come on.
本番に弱いってのは致命的かも。そんなことだからこないだの浮田ジャガーとの試合でもここ一番で凡退するんですよ。
うるさいな。気にしてるんだから黙っててくれよ。
You said the same thing last stream? Well, I mean, what I was saying was that, you know, like I was speaking more on the behalf of his. Anyway, okay.
あそこで打てればかなり美味しい見せ場だったんですけどね。残念です。
A hit could have put the offense into the lead, or at least given them an extension. That was when Satoshi-kun came up to bat. EDA wanted him to live up to everybody's expectations, but statistically, that wasn't likely to happen. Yet EDA insisted on giving him a chance, in spite of the fact that all the team members had suggested a pinch hitter.
ああもうあそこで打てれば完璧なのにな。どうしてダメなんですか？どうしてああいう時に打てないんですか？
'Cause he
仕
sucks.
方ないよ。僕がああいう時弱いの本当だし。僕だって代打を出してくれた方が試合に勝てるかなって思ったし。
Not that it matters because it's 30 minutes too late, but Chad is brain dead. There is no 4-star fake out into 5-star. It's only 3-star into 4-star or 5-star. All the Epic 7 Fobbits getting exposed by Ramon. Ramon, when the fuck did you hard play Epic 7?
試合に勝つかじゃなくてサトシ君が
And
勝
please
つか
tell
どう
me,
かが
Ramon,
問
you're
題なん
not
です。
still playing Crystal Vatland. Please.
ああもうなんで当の本人にここまで闘争心がないのかな。普通は逆でしょ。代打に変えられそうなところをここは俺に打たせてくださいって食ってかかるとこでしょ。自分から代打を出してほしいなんて言い出すなんて、ああもうなんでここまで闘争心がないのかな。
それは私も普段から言ってるんですけどね。まあその辺がサトシ君のいいところではあるんですがね。
普段は紳士でも試合には鬼になる。男にはそういう二面性があっても私はいいと思います。とにかくサトシ君には鬼がない。仮にもひなみ沢の人間なんだからたまにはご先祖の鬼の血を思い出してくださいよね。って聞いてます？サトシ君？
Satoshi don't care, bro.
聞いてるよ。よくわかんないけど、その
わかんないけどってサトシ君の話をしてるんですよ。それを
Satoshi, Nah, idiot, you see this fucking creep? Stop him immediately. Satoshi-kun suddenly started stroking my head. He looked delighted for some reason. A blush immediately spread across my face. I didn't know how to respond.
ミオンは僕のためを思って言ってくれてるんだよね。ありがとう。
Idiot? No, actually, wait, what am I saying, bro? Idiot is probably like, oh my god, I want to join in. Bro's a freak too. I forgot. I just asked a freak to stop the freak.
僕は頑張る。
サトシ君、そういうことしてごまかさないでください。
ごまかしてなんかないよ。嬉しいだけだよ。
Couldn't resist his hand. I couldn't help mumbling like he does. Satoshi-kun ran back to the field, leaving me red as a beet.
頭撫でられるの弱いんですか？
撫でる人によります。監督が撫でてきたら関節決めますんで、覚悟の方よろしくです。
Yeah, idiot. What were you?
もうずるいな。じゃあ全員集合。
Nah, I think I know why idiot committed suicide in chapter 3, was it, chat? Or 4? 3. 4? Was it? It was 4. It was 4. Right? I know why. Was it 3? Oh, was it 3? Okay. I know why. You want to know why? It's because everybody fucking found out this guy's a fucking creep and he was about to be exposed, so he took his own life because of the dishonor it would bring.
今日は出席もいいことですから人数を分けて紅白戦をやってみましょう。
The Hinamizawa fighters are sort of a lazy team. The members gather simply to enjoy playing baseball, not to fight for victory. The Okonomiya Titans use this field too, but they practice on a different day of week. They always train hard using dumbbells and stuff. Was on the Epstein list. Okay, come on, man. Bro, don't do that to a fucking idiot.
じゃあ、私は記録でもやるかな。
Our team split into 2 groups and started a match, retaining their loose atmosphere.
監督、どっかに鉛筆ないですか？
いつもすみませんね。はい、これお願いしますね。
I took a pencil and a clipboard. I didn't know how to differentiate between recording hits and errors at first, but by now I was used to it.
頑張って、サトシ君。あんまり応援するとまた打てなくなっちゃいますね。ほどほどに頑張れ。
それはそれでひどいな。
Time passed slowly that Sunday. Huge white clouds appeared in the sky. They made me feel healthy. Humans are born to be active under the sun. One of the parents was acting as umpire today, so Irie sat on the bench with me. He shouted words of encouragement to the kids while they ran to their positions. Any other baseball coach would constantly berate them, but he was much more. He let the kids have fun while watching over them. To other baseball players, it might look a little naive.
それでもあの程度の練習量でみんなこれだけの動きができるんだから驚きですよね。
ひなみ沢の子はみんな普段から元気に遊び回ってますからね。
No, that's just chat. I'm not doing anything.
運動量は町のことは比べ物にならないんですよ。変なフォームで固めてしまうより遊び感覚の方が伸びるんで
You
す。
started this convo, bro?
おお、見事に沖宮タイタンズ
Also,
と
no,
は
there's
正反対の
nothing
考え方で
normal
すね。
about anything happening in Higurashi. Alright?
あちらの監督と対立するのわかる気がします。
タイタンズさんの考えも間違ってませんよ。試合は勝つためにするものですからね。勝利至上主義は決して間違いじゃないです。みんなで団結して共通の目標を目指すのはとても素敵なことだと思いますからね。まあうちはその目標がたまたま勝利じゃないってだけのことです。
The Hinamazawa Fighters and the Okunomiya Titans had been rivals for a long time. Both teams shared the same baseball field for one thing. And originally there was only one team, but the people living in Hinamazawa left and made their own. Anyhow, we were rivals. The Okunomiya Titans were strictly about winning, and the Hinamazawa Fighters were just about having fun. Surprisingly, our scores weren't that different, which meant our team had something they didn't. Even though I couldn't put it into words, I knew what made that happen.
ほら赤組さんも頑張ってください。2点差なんかひっくり返せちゃいますよ。白組も油断なくしっかり。
Still, some parents would criticize our coach for being too lenient, but still others would strongly agree with him. Which side would I take? The latter? I couldn't really say for sure. The reason for this was that Irie had an obnoxious habit of sexual harassment. Hey, I was right, chat. This motherfucker, he got caught. He got caught. He started petting too many people's hands, and fucking bro literally got reported to the police, I bet you. In particular, he had a fascination. What you doing down there, buddy? He had a fascination with maids, but I should talk about that some other time. Satoshi-kun let the ball pass twice to see its trajectory, then hit it on the third pitch and ran to first base.
お、サトシ君打った。落ち着いてればさすがですよね。
最初はちょっと素振りしただけですぐバテてたんですけどね。それを思えば本当に上達したものです。
サトシ君って文系って感じの人ですよね。よくその彼が野球をやろうなんて思ったものですね。
All the other kids who joined the baseball team loved baseball. They'd go out to play in the fields outside of practice. That's why they all had an aptitude for it. But Sis never said that Satoshi-kun exercises intensively in school or anywhere else. He only likes to read. That's why I didn't understand why he started playing for this team to begin with. Wait, what if Satoshi didn't pick up baseball for the reason as Keiichi? You know how Keiichi picked up baseball because he thought the fucking village was coming after him? I think Satoshi actually picked up baseball because he wanted to get strong to fucking protect Satoko from his aunt. So he was practicing his swing to fucking kill his aunt. I don't think Satoshi was going under the same, like, pretense of the village coming after him or like some demon, you know? It was more so to fucking kill his aunt, I think. Keiichi didn't pick anything, he just started swinging. Well, you know what I mean, like, by picking up the baseball, or baseball bat.
それはですね、私がサトシ君をこのチームに誘ったからなんです。
Never mind, Irie just fucking invited him.
へえ、監督が自らスカウトしたんですか？サトシ君に何かすごい素質があるのを見抜いて。
あ、すみません。麦茶を一杯もらってもいいですか？あ、どうも。
Irie asked for a tea in a suspicious manner. While he constantly joked around, I knew he was actually a very mature person. I assumed he was trying to evade my question.
何か訳ありなんですか？
Irie pretended he didn't hear me, but I pressed him on it. In response, he shrugged and began answering the question.
園崎さんなら、あるいは想像がつくんじゃないかと。
Oh, maybe Irie did it so he could like beef up Satoshi so that he could be stronger for Satoko and protect Satoko. Right? What would be Mio and Sonozaki's guess? I quickly searched through the data I had on Satoshi-kun. I came up with Satoshi-kun's family circumstances. He lost his parents in an accident a year ago. Since then, he's been having a tough time at his uncle's home.
じゃあ監督はサトシ君の鬱憤とかそういうのを解消させてあげようと思ってこのチームに。
スポーツはいいですよ。
Yep, like Uma Musume.
程よく体を動かして汗をかくことはストレスの発散になります。また熱中することによってわずかな間でも家庭のことを忘れられるならそれは十分な気分転換になりますしね。
ほら、サトシ君ってぼんやりしてるというか、のほほんとしてるというか、そういうところあるじゃないですか。やっぱり相当ストレスあるんですか？
I knew Satoshi-kun must be suffering even though he didn't look like it. But Mio Sonozaki never pays attention to things like that, and I had to act like she does.
おじさんに引き取られて少ししてから、サトシ君がだいぶ体調を崩しましてね。いろんな症状を訴えるんですが、いくら調べても原因がはっきりしないんですよ。
Satoshi-kun often got sick after he was taken into his uncle's custody. He suffered from fatigue and migraines. He suffered from a lack of energy and sleeplessness. The coach, Dr. Idie, soon realized Satoshi-kun was suffering from a psychological disorder. Most of the people in Hinamizawa knew how bad Satoshi-kun's environment was. It was natural for him to become sick because he entered that bad environment right after his parents' death.
サトシ君は感情の爆発ができないタイプなんですよ。泣いたりとか怒ったりとか、そういう感情が人一倍苦手なんです。
確かにサトシ君が泣いたりとか怒ったりってのはあまり想像つかないですね。
サトシ君のお母さんが再婚を重ねてるのはご存知で？
まあ少しは。
Satoshi-kun's mother had married a number of men over the years. That meant Satoshi-kun had several stepfathers. He had to deal with strangers coming into his home multiple times, so he was forced to be mature.
サトシ君は精神的に早熟なんです。本人は自覚していないでしょうがね。泣いたり
Are
笑った
Yuzuha
り
polls open?
ダダを
Yes,
こね
but
たり
you'd have to wait for the day after, because I'm not gonna be here on the night of Yuzuha polls. I'll be on early. I'll be here, but like it'll be early stream. By the time Yuzuha is like coming up in like an hour-ish before I have to end stream. Satoshi-kun is mentally underdeveloped. He isn't aware of it. He did not have enough time to cry, laugh, and okay.
そういう時代をあっという間に卒業させられて大人になっちゃったんです。
Fries, I'm gonna fucking ban you again, you stupid LeBron Glazer. You know who doesn't love his fans anymore? LeBron fucking James, okay? Because if he truly loved his fucking fans, he wouldn't be fucking sitting there pretending to read books and then recommending them to his fans when he hasn't even read it himself. How does he have the audacity to recommend actual novels to people when he doesn't fucking read past the first fucking page, okay? Like, come the fuck on. Wake the fuck up, motherfucker.
監督の言い方だと大人ってのが必ずしもいいようには聞こえないですね。
子供は子供らしく過ごすことで成長していくようにできているんです。
He's a successful family man. You're jealous? Brother, I bet you if I sat in front of LeBron James and said, name me 5 books, bro would be like, see, that's my favorite line. That's my favorite line right there. Name 5 books.
それを無理に大人にしたらやっ
That's
ぱりい
one
い
of
こと
my
は
favorite
ないですよ。
sayings. That's my favorite saying right there. Not only was Satoko's current relationship with her aunt conspicuously terrible, I heard that her relationship with her previous stepfathers weren't good either. Satoko always caused problems, and Satoshi-kun would always step in to protect her.
だからサトシ君の体に変調が出たのはそういうことに体が耐えかねた SOS じゃないかって思ったんです。
That's why Idiot invited Satoshi-kun onto the baseball team. He told Satoshi that he needed a new member, or something like that.
初めは渋ってましたけどね。彼と診療の際にいろいろとお話しするうちに少しずつ打ち解けていきましてね。ちょっと見学だけにでも来てみるといい。ちょっとバットを持ってみるといい。なんて感じで少しずつ誘っていったんですよ。
Sports worked excellently for Satoshi-kun. His health quickly improved, and he started to become interested in baseball. He practiced batting. He was soon able to swing beautifully, and he learned how to see the trajectory of the ball.
なんかわかるな。サトシ君ってコツコツタイプですからね。How to Baseball なんて本をしおり挟みながら読んでる風景が想像できます。
それであれよあれよという間に3割打者なんです。本当によく頑張りました。これでピンチの時にも打てれば 完璧なんですけどね。
サトシ君と監督って仲いいんですか？
悪くはないと思ってますよ。悩みとかそういうのを打ち明けてくれたということは、私を信頼してくれたからだと思ってます。
I felt a bit jealous of how confidently EDA said that. Well, Satoshi-kun and I were friends. We weren't so close that we'd open up to each other like that.
あれ、嫉妬してます？
何に？
Taken aback, I blushed. EDA started laughing at me.
園崎さんもサトシ君の相談相手になってあげてください。
まあなれるならなれたらいいかななんて。で
I didn't know what I was saying.
サトシ君ですね。最近また少し体調を崩してるみたいなんです。
え？
Yo, holy music shift. Thwack. The ball flew to the left. But a left fielder managed to catch it. It seemed that the relationship between Satoko and her aunt had gotten worse lately. It was obvious his sickness had something to do with
お
that.
ばさんがかなり大人げないいじめ方をしているらしい。サトコちゃん、本当にかわいそうなくらいにボロボロになって。何しろ聞いた話では。
で、それをかばうサトシ君もボロボロになっているということですね。
I wasn't interested in Satoko, so I switched the subject back to Satoshi-kun. I didn't know much about Satoko. I knew that she was a big part of Satoshi-kun's life, but I'd never been interested in her until today. She must have been building up self-esteem and taking care of her unreliable brother. That was all I knew about her. But considering Satoshi-kun's personality, even that goofiness of his might have been an act. Maybe he was trying to make her feel good about herself by letting her take care of him, if only unconsciously. When he's alone, he's surprisingly strong. I realized that only recently, so I couldn't help but think that his whole life is constantly affected by Satoko. Satoshi-kun managed to get along with his stepfather even though he experienced some stress. He was even getting along with his aunt, but in order to protect Satoko, he always had to step in and suffer. I don't really know anything about Satoko, but I had to admit, I felt hostile toward her. What's up, Rigby? Hello. Hope work was good. Chat. I mean, I'm not gonna say it yet because we're not fully sure, but I'm telling you, I don't think that was Mion. I felt jealous because she was monopolizing him. See? Oh.
最近サトコちゃんへのおばさんのいじめがだいぶエスカレートしてるみたいです。サトシ君の体調不良もそれに比例しているんでしょうね。
Ides heaved the sigh. As he said, Satoshi-kun had been absent a few times lately. He seemed a bit tired too. He looked normal when around everybody else, but he looked a bit depressed when he was alone.
監督はストレスに押しつぶされそうなサトシ君を救うため野球に誘ったんですよね。
ええ、そのつもりでした。
こうして野球をやっている今、またストレスに押しつぶされそうになっているサトシ君に今度は何を誘えばいいんですか？
どうすればいいんでしょうね。
Ides smiled powerlessly. I couldn't help feeling a bit disappointed about that because Satoshi-kun put his trust in him.
内緒にしてくださいよ。実はですね、サトシ君、チームを抜けたいってそう漏らすんですよ、最近。
どうして？
疲れるからだそうです。というのは表向き、サトコちゃんと一緒にいる時間を増やしてあげるためじゃないかと思ってます。
More reasons for her to hate Satoko.
サトシ君は野球をしている間、サトコちゃんがおばさんにいじめられているかもしれない。その時、サトコちゃんのそばにいられないことが兄として辛いと、そう思っているのかもしれません。
More reasons for her to hate Satoko. サトコちゃんがおばさんにいじめられているかもしれない。その時、サトコちゃんがおばさんにいられないことが兄として辛いと、そう思っているのかもしれません。
そう思っているのかもしれません。
I was left speechless for a while. Satoko again. Satoko. Why did Satoshi-kun have to sacrifice so much for her? Just by ignoring her, his stress would melt away. Of course, I knew he couldn't do that. If that were the case, then the blame lay with his little sister. I knew how badly she'd been treated. But that only happened because she made things worse for herself. It was her fault that she couldn't establish a decent relationship with her aunt. If Satoko were more mature like Satoshi-kun, her home life wouldn't have gotten so bad. Brother, Satoko's like 7 here. Satoshi-kun wouldn't have to suffer those indirect blows. In the meantime, the baseball team's practice match had become one-sided. It wasn't even worth watching anymore. The members of the losing team were just goofing off. The sky had turned cloudy too. It was depressing. It didn't look like it'd rain soon though. The gray sky hadn't brought along any cool air. It just felt disgusting. Irie became quiet. He was looking down around his feet. I, meanwhile, just stared at Satoshi-kun. To me, he didn't look active anymore. He was once able to enjoy playing baseball and he felt fine. But he got sick again just because the relationship between Satoko and her aunt had deteriorated. I couldn't help but say it.
サトシ君をどうこうするってより、サトコをどうこうする方が先決では。
Yeah, nah, chat. I'm right. I'm right. This Shion. Oh, nah. Truth nuke? Satoko is a brat. I mean, it is confirmed that Satoko is a huge troublemaker, right? But, like, she's also fucking 7, bro. Like, you know? It was just a murmur, but Irie had definitely caught it.
それはどういう意味ですか、園崎さん。
別に難しい話じゃないです。
I think Shion's forgetting the fact that she needs to be acting as Mion here.
サトコがしっかりしてくれれば、サトシ君に迷惑をかけることもない。サトコがそもそもの原因であるってことが言いたいだけです。
そんなことは。
Thank you, EDA. Actually being a mature adult.
でしょ？だってサトコがトラブルからサトシ君はそのトラブルに介入して矢面に立たなければならないんでしょ？でその結果本当は買わなくて済んだおばの喧嘩まで買ってるわけでしょ？
Satoshi-kun has never got scared of any trouble. No matter how formidable the enemy, he did bravely stand up to protect the weak. I knew that because I could vividly imagine it. Whenever their aunt chid Satoko, Satoshi-kun steps in to protect her. The aunt probably didn't like it. Though Satoshi-kun didn't have to fight, the aunt would attack him anyway. The fight would then be between the aunt and him. Satoko might then tease the aunt by sticking out her tongue, hiding behind his back, and pretending to be scared. Bro, she's literally headcanoning what could possibly be happening in the house. She'd never think about how deeply he was being hurt. Nah, listen, I think I'm gonna have to take all back. I think I was giving Mion shit for no reason in the earlier chapters. It was actually Shion the whole time pretending to be Mion and sullying Mion's good name. Because of Satoko, Satoshi-kun had become cornered and stressed.
園崎さん、あなたがそんな言い方をする人だったとは驚きです。あなたはさとこちゃんのお友達でしょ？お姉さん的な立場でしょ？普段も学校でさとこちゃんを慰めたり励ましたりしてるものだと思ってました。なのにそんな言い方をするなんて正直驚いています。
Idiot looked at me suspiciously. I could tell what he was thinking about me. I'd said too much. Mion Sonozaki and Satoko Hojo are friends. They're close, so Mion should have been encouraging her after the situation at home got tougher. That's what Mion was supposed to do. I'd totally forgotten about that and spoken as myself. It's only natural that Irie would give me a suspicious look. He might end up changing his impression of Mion Sonozaki entirely. I'd have to apologize to her about this and ask her to put things right. I totally messed up. Even so, I didn't think I'd said anything wrong. I'd objectively looked at the situation and made a modest proposal. To be honest, I was simply afraid that he might leave the team. I couldn't go to school in Himizawa, so the baseball field was the only place where I could see him. I could even say that he was my reason for living. These fucking kids with their fucking middle school fucking romance. That's right, I was in love with him. But I wasn't going to tell him how I felt, for I was satisfied just being by his side. I certainly couldn't ask for anything more. After all, I couldn't reveal my true identity. I had to pretend to be Mion in order to live in Okinomiya. I thought that maybe I should leave Okinomiya in order to be free. But that's stupid. No matter how tough my life might be, I'd prefer to be here, with Satoshi-kun stroking my head every now and then. Freak? Shion a freak, bro. Why did I love him that much? I read about it in some manga once. Oh, nah. Nah, get her out, bro. She's a fucking... Oh, nah, bro. You don't need a reason to be in love. I was surprised at myself for being like this.
落ち着け。
Okay, Shion, that's fine, but like, you're referencing a manga for like your feelings.
私
I breathed out slowly, then held my breath, trying to slow my throbbing heart. I felt a bit calmer. At that point, a clear thought came into my head. I want to be with Satoshi-kun. So, I want him to stay on the team. So, I want to get rid of his concerns and his stress. So what? So, what can I do to achieve all that? My head started to cool down as I heard the umpire shout. Do you think Shion kills the aunt? And then Satoshi disappears? Well, disappears, but he probably does something worse, or basically confronts Shion, and then Shion has to get rid of him too. Yeah, transfers. And Shion's actually the demon the whole time.
Game set! 試合終了!
Okay. Some days I see him, some days I don't. A clear sky gets cloudy, and rain will always stop eventually. I thought his absence was just like that, but he was actually on the verge of breakdown. Notebook page 19. The rainy season was just around the corner, and the air had become so humid that my shirt stuck to my skin. It had been a few weeks since Satoshi-kun stopped showing up for baseball practice. I looked for him as soon as I arrived at the field. He's not here yet. Did I get here too early? I want to see him playing in the field right when I get here. I had started arriving late because of those feelings. However, he wasn't here today either. I didn't even bother hiding my disappointment anymore. Everybody knew by now how I felt. The team members from Mion's class came over to try and console me, but I shooed them away.
園崎さん、気分が優れませんか?
Even EDA couldn't comfort me. I was aware that he, too, knew why I was like this.
今日帰りますね。気分じゃないです。
ほら、今日は沖宮タイタンズさんと打ち合わせをする日じゃないですか。マネージャーの園崎さんにも同席してほしかったんですがね。
How far am I from the Watanagashi right now? I have no clue.
私を勝手にマネージャーにしないでください。私、マネージャーだったつもりはないんですから。
EDA looked down, not knowing what to
わかり
say.
ます。元気が回復したらまた手伝ってくださいね。
もう来ないかもです。マネージャーが必要なら、私以外を募集してくださ
Nah,
い。
this Shion bitch, bro, she's such a...
気が向いた時でいいです。また遊びに来てくださいね。それにほら、あなたがいないとサトシ君が戻ってきた時寂しがりますよ。
I ignored him and turned around. I had already set up my schedule with Mion, so I didn't have to ask her every time anymore. I tried to contact her a couple times to ask how Satoshi-kun was doing in school, but I hadn't been able to get through to her. Apparently the hag had sensed that I might be in contact with Sis. In other words, Sis was being watched. As a result, it hasn't been easy to contact her. Kasai, who had been helping me contact her, seemed to also have been marked. People knew he was loyal to me. I hadn't seen him for a while either. All I could do was wonder how Satoshi-kun was doing. I was frustrated because there was no way for me to know. My head was filled with worries, but something surprised me out of the blue. Somebody called out to me when I was about to leave the field on my bike.
みーちゃん、こんにちは。
Oh, shit. Yo, Shion, you better lock in because Rena's gonna fucking read. She's gonna fucking. She's about to. She's gonna liar her. She's gonna scream liar at her face. Detective Rena is on duty. I'd never seen this girl before. Luckily, she called me Michan. There's only one person who refers to Mion that way, as far as I
レ
know.
ナ、珍しいね。レナがここに来るなんて。
Her name is Rena Ryugu. Her real name is Rena, but she wants to be called Rena. So that's what we call her. She moved here in April. I had some information on her, but it was all ambiguous. Sis was still a bit uncertain about her since she's so new. It was hard for me to handle someone like that. I didn't know how to act around her as Mion, so I decided to pretend to be in an obvious sulky mood. That way, she wouldn't talk to me as much, assuming that Mion was simply feeling bad. Well, that's how I really am anyways.
みーちゃんは帰り？うん。気分が優れないの。悪いね。じゃあ一緒に帰ろう。
Ooh. I wanted to say that I'd rather be alone, but there's only one road to Hinamizawa, so asking to be alone would look odd. The only way to not seem suspicious would be to walk home with
そう
her.
だね。帰ろうか。
Rena quietly nodded. I unlocked my bike.
みーちゃん、傘は？持ってないけど。今日はこの後、天気崩れるかもしれないんだって。傘ないなら急ごう。
As she predicted, we were attacked by pouring rain on our way. We ended up taking shelter in a small shack in front of a bus
す
stop.
ごい降りだけど、これはそんなに長引きそうじゃないね。そうだね。
I heard the sound of rain pattering on the rooftop and the raindrops jumping into puddles. It sounded loud, but it made me feel strangely calm. I zoned out for a bit. Then Rena talked to me while looking up at the rainy sky.
最近元気ないって聞いたから心配してたんだよ。
All the baseball team members knew I was depressed because I hadn't seen Satoshi-kun recently. Most of them attend the school in Hinamizawa, so it wasn't surprising that she knew as well. I hadn't been able to contact Sis these past few weeks, but I was sure she had an idea of how I feel about Satoshi-kun and how I would feel if he didn't come to his baseball practice. Sis was probably pretending to act a little depressed during her day to day in Hinamizawa to avoid creating a big gap between our moods. But neither of us knew the details about the other right now, so she wouldn't be able to answer if others asked her what was wrong. She'd only be able to say, "Leave me alone." That might lead more people to become worried. Rena must have thought Mion was depressed. That must be why she came all the way to see me. She must have known what was going on because she knew that I was at the baseball field.
サトシ君、構ってくれないから寂しい？
Having deduced what's been going on with Satoshi-kun from just what she just said, he'd been distancing himself from the others lately because of exhaustion. That's what it sounded like at
サ
least.
トコちゃんの件でだいぶ悩んでるみたいだった。サトシ君はすごく追い詰められてると思う。かわいそうだよね。サトシ君は本当に妹思いだからね。偉いよ、本当に。
What I'd said sounded hollow, as I knew too well how much of a burden Satoko had
で
become.
もだからってみーちゃんまで落ち込んじゃったらかえってサトシ君を追い詰めちゃうように思うかな。私に追い詰めるつもりなんてないよ。それはもちろん知ってるよ。でもだからこそ学校にいる時のサトシ君を笑顔で迎えてあげられなかったら、みーちゃんはたとえ嘘でも笑顔が作れる強い人間だって知ってる。だから嘘でも笑ってほしいの。最初はたとえ嘘でもね、笑顔って最後には本物になるんだよ。
What she was saying in a nutshell was this. Both Satoshi-kun and Satoko were totally wiped out. If Mion was also depressed, even though she's the sort of person who usually lightens the mood, their situation would be stuck in a vicious cycle. Rena sounded more like she was trying to give me advice than trying to console me. She must be more mature than she looks. Sis told me that she was a funny girl with a few bad habits, but she seemed to have another, very mature side to her.
みーちゃんはサトシくんのこと好き？好き。
Oh my gosh, Shion, you can't fucking say that. Though I shouldn't have told her that. I immediately
な
responded.
ら笑おう。
Rena smiled
みー
herself.
ちゃんの笑顔できっとサトシくんに元気を分けてあげられると思う。
This
みー
fucking
ちゃんは
Shion, bro.
それしかできないことに落胆しかけているかもしれないけれど、それでもね、多分それが一番サトシくんの力になる。理屈ではわかるけどね。笑えったってそう簡単にはできないよ。
Rena giggled and nodded.
野球の練習にもさ、バイトが終わったらきっと帰ってくるから。
His part-time job? I almost asked that question, but I managed to stop myself. From the tone of Rena's voice, it sounded like it was something everyone knew.
バイトか。いつ終わるんだろうね。お金が貯まるまでだろうけど、どんなに遅くてもさとこちゃんの誕生日までには終わるよ。
Aw, shit. I tried to figure out what was going on from what she said. I had to listen very carefully to uncover the whole picture. Satoshi-kun seemed to be working in order to make some money. But didn't Satoshi literally said Mion helped him get the job at the... So maybe that was actual Mion and not Shion. I don't think it's easy to find a job when you're still in school. Sis might have had something to do with it, yeah. His job only seemed temporary, and it seemed to have something to do with Satoko's birthday. It wasn't that difficult to figure out. Satoshi was working and saving up to buy his little sister something expensive for her birthday. He was trying to comfort her, even though he was so torn up himself. Satoko again. Satoshi-kun was already worn out because of her, and he was now working for her sake, even though he was exhausted. How stupid. It would be easier for him to just forget about Satoko. I was startled when I realized Rena was looking straight into my eyes. She was smiling, but her eyes looked creepy. I never voiced what I was thinking, but she was looking at me as though she figured out that I was blaming Satoko. She beamed when she noticed my fear. She smiled as though she understood that I thought that way because of love. She was giving me the creeps. I could hear thunder roar in the distance. The rain began to pick
さと
up.
こちゃんがサトシくんを独占してることに嫉妬を感じてる？
How the fuck does Rena have mind? Does she have... Fucking bro, she's goddamn Professor X. I avoided answering immediately this time, but Rena seemed to know what I was thinking already.
別にみーちゃんがそう思っても私は軽蔑しないよ。人を一途に好きになるときってそういうものだもん。ありがとう。でもみーちゃんは今までずっとさとこちゃんを励ましてくれてたよね。それって私すごく立派なことだと思うな。さとこは仲間だもの。当然でしょ。
I sounded so fake. I felt like spitting on the floor.
私たちにはさとこちゃんもさとしくんも励ますことしかできない。どうやったらこの苦境から救ってあげられるのかわからない。さとこがさとしくんにべったりしすぎなんだよ。さとこがもっとしっかりすればさとしくんがここまで追い詰められることはない。はっきり言うね。
Rena nodded with an unflinching smile, even though my remarks could be taken as harsh. What was this mysterious girl thinking? It was difficult to get a read on her.
さとしくんもさ、ほんの少しはそう思っているとこあるかもしれないね。え？
Rena kept smiling, but her smile looked strangely
さとし
cold.
くんも多分心のどこかでさとこちゃんをかばい続けることに疲れを感じてると思う。
Given the type of person Rena is, I don't think she'd say something if she wasn't certain of it. Because of that, she must be confident in what she just told me.
どうしてそう思う？
私、サトシ君に打ち明けられたから。
Satoshi-kun secretly confessed to her. Rena asked me to keep it that way.
サトシ君がね、言ったの。兄として頼られることに苦痛を感じる。それはとても罪深いことだと知っているけど、ってね。
I don't think he would say something like that. But however, it wasn't likely that Rena was lying. I just met her, so I didn't know what made me feel that way. But my hunch told me that she was telling the truth. I heaved a huge sigh. Satoshi-kun must have gotten so tired that he couldn't help telling someone. Even so, even if he thought that way, he wouldn't tell somebody so easily. Maybe Rena led him to do so. She might be capable of something like that. I don't understand. This girl. It had only been a little while since we'd met, but I already started talking about something I was keeping deep inside of me. Does she have some kind of supernatural power to reach into people's mind and drag out what they're thinking? Suddenly hit me that I was sitting with this creepy girl in a tiny shack. I've been dragged into a strange world. I don't think Sis has realized Rena's real personality. She thinks Rena is just a funny girl with some strange habits. She would have told me if she knew.
レナはサトシ君に打ち明けられるくらいに信頼されてるんだね。羨ましい。
別に信頼されてるわけじゃない。私が経験者だからだと思う。
経験？レナにも兄弟をかばったりした経験が？
ひたひたとずっと足音がついてきて、夜は枕元にまで立たれて見下ろされる経験。
Huh? Sorry, Rena. What are you talking about? I turned around to face her and got the chills. Though she was smiling, her eyes looked ice cold. I trembled and froze with my eyes open.
みーちゃんにはない？ないと思う。多分。
Ahahaha. Rena kept laughing self-derisively. I tried to figure out what she was
み
saying.
ーちゃんはひなみ沢から逃げ出そうとか、もっと都会に行きたいなとか、そういうことを考えたことはある？
I didn't know how to respond. Rena waited for my answer, urging me to speak with her silence.
ないよ。私は地元好きだし。
だよね。だよね。みーちゃんはそうだと思う。
Didn't seem like a good idea to lie to her. Rena had some kind of power I can't grasp. She can read people's minds just by seeing the slightest change in their expressions. So I had to tell her the truth.
そうならば、みーちゃんは大丈夫。お社様には怒られない。
お社様？
Oyashiro-sama. That's Hinamizawa's guardian deity. I couldn't understand why she mentioned that name. My mind stopped for a moment.
お社様。
She calmly repeated the name as if trying to teach me something. Yeah, I remember. Oyashiro-sama never allows heathens to desecrate Hinamizawa. Oyashiro-sama never allows the villagers to leave either. Those are the rules. Slowly, I recalled the fear of the curse which supposedly caused the dismemberment, murder, and the death of the Hojo couple. When I was sent to the institution, I had this fear. I was scared that if I went to that faraway boarding school, I'd fall under the curse. But I should be okay. I escaped from the school and returned to my hometown, to Okinomiya to be precise. But it should be okay according to the kids' rules because I love Hinamizawa. The hag forced me to live this suffocating life, but I still chose to stay in this place. I don't believe I'm breaking Oyashiro-sama's rules. Even though the Sonozaki family had selfishly banished me to a remote place, I came back here anyway. Oyashiro-sama should even bless me for that. I guess I'm trying to convince myself that the curse doesn't apply to me. But I think I'm still afraid of it.
私は地元好きだから、その意味ではお社様のたたりがあるとは思っちゃいないね。模範的だとすら思ってるけど。
うん、それは私も認める。だからこそサトシ君のことはわかんない。
どうして？
サトシ君は心のどこかでひなみ沢を捨ててどこかへ逃げ出したいと思ってるから。
I gave an inaudible cry. While I was feeling sad that Satoshi-kun hadn't shown up for practice, he still lived in Hinamizawa, so I never even considered the thought of him going away.
サトシ君が家出したがってるってこと？
うん、無意識のうちに。お社様が枕元に立つまでは多分意識すらしてなかったと思う。
I still had no idea what she was talking about. I continued trying to figure out what she was saying.
サトシ君が体験していることはすべてお社様のたたりの前触れなの。誰かが遠くからじっと伺っている。誰かがずっとつけてくる。やがて足音は常に自分とずれて一つ余計に聞こえるようになるの。それらは初めのうちはお外でだけだけど、やがて後ろのそれは自分の家の中にまでついてくるようになる。そしてお布団に入って明かりを消してもずっと枕元から見下ろしてるの。ただただ黙ってじっと自らの罪を認めるまで。サトシ君は夢見が悪いって最初言い出したの。それで私がどんな夢と聞いたら、私の時をなぞるようだった。だから私彼に予告したの。その気配がやがて近づき足音を聞かせるようになり、常にサトシ君を見下ろしているようになったなら、それはきっと私の時と同じだから相談してって。サトシ君は初め私のことを怪訝に思ったと思う。でも私が予告した通りにお社様が枕元にまで立つに至って、
Can't this just be placebo?
やっと自分の身に起こってることを相談できるのは私しかいないって気づいたの。
Rena didn't look like she was joking. She just calmly told me what had been going on. I couldn't even move. I couldn't tell if her words were a joke or truth. I could only feel stunned.
私はね、もともとひなみ沢に住んでいたの。小学校に上がる直前で茨城に引っ越した。でも新しい環境に馴染めなくてね、心の中のお社様にひなみ沢に帰れ帰れ。でも小学生の子が泣きながら元の町に帰りたいって言ったって、私は現実とお社様の声に板挟みにされてずっと過ごすことになる。そして
Rena paused. It looked like she didn't want to go into details of what followed. In general, she confused me even more.
結局いろいろあって私はひなみ沢に帰ってくることができた。だからお社様にはそれで許してもらえた。あれ以来お社様の気配を感じることはないもの。でもね、サトシ君は私と違ってひなみ沢にいながらお社様のたたりを受けることになった。それはなぜか。理由は一つ。サトシ君はひなみ沢にはいたけれども、ひなみ沢を捨てて遠くに逃げたがっていたから。その心をお社様は許さなかったんだね。サトシ君は自問自答を何度も繰り返した挙句に、ほらサトシ君アルバイトをしてるでしょ。サトコちゃんが欲しがったあの大きなぬいぐるみは10万円くらいするもんね。
Damn!
サトシ君はサトコちゃんの誕生日までにその額を稼ごうとしている。でもほら考えてみて、それだけのお金があったら後先を考えなくていいなら、どこか遠くへ逃げ出す 十分な費用になりうるんだよ。サトシ君は無意識のうちにね、さとこちゃんを捨ててどこか遠くへ逃げ出すお金に使ってしまいたいって。それはサトシ君にとってはこの上なく罪深いこと。でもさっきみーちゃんが指摘したように、さとこちゃんの存在自体がサトシ君の負担になってるのは事実。サトシ君だってバカじゃないもん。兄として認めたくなかっただけで、さとこちゃんが負担になっていることにはだからサトシ君は葛藤してるんだよ。自分は妹を喜ばせるためのお金を貯めるためにバイトをしているつもりだけれども、それは自分の心を騙しているだけで、本当は自分が逃げ出すためのお金を作るためにバイトしてるんじゃないかって。私は逃げ出すべきじゃないと思う。逃げ出したってサトシ君は多分一生後悔する。お社様だってそれを分かってるからサトシ君にこうして警告してくれているの。サトシ君の心にサトコちゃんを見捨てるなんて悪魔のささやきが。サトシ君は綿流しの数日後だっけのサトコちゃんの誕生日にプレゼントを間に合わせるため心も体も追い詰めてる。そんな苦境がきっとサトコちゃんの誕生日を境に終わるんだって。サトシ君は今もお社様のたたりに苛まれている。サトコちゃんを守るか見捨てるかの天秤の狭間に立たされながらね。
The torrential rain didn't seem to want to stop. It kept pouring down on the galvanized iron roof, galvanized square steel, producing a loud noise. Yet in the shack it fell completely silent. What the hell was Rena talking about? I couldn't grasp even half of what she was saying. The only thing I had figured out is that Satoshi-kun was struggling, confused, and in lots of pain. He's suffering from Oyashiro-sama's curse? And Rena has experienced that before? The Watanagashi festival was right around the corner. Oyashiro-sama's curse had struck 3 years in a row. There was no guarantee that it wouldn't strike a fourth. Satoshi-kun was subject to Oyashiro-sama's curse even now? Was he going to skip town? Was he going to be the next victim of Oyashiro-sama's curse? Either way, he might disappear forever. Could I do something to prevent it? If I did anything, it would all come to a hopeless end. End? I started feeling a sense of dread. I didn't buy the crazy story Rena told me. But if something really was happening to Satoshi-kun, which might bring about some kind of an end, I couldn't help feeling scared. It's true, isn't it? My instinct is always correct. I decided to contact Mion despite the danger. Mion got upset at first, but she had to listen to me.
おねえ、サトシ君のことだけどういうことになってるの？
最近だいぶ険しい様子なんだよ。うかつに声もかけられない雰囲気。
何それ。声をかけられないからサトシ君がどういう状況になってるかよく分かってないってこと？おねえ、キンキンにまた入れ替わる機会を設けてほしいの。
うん、それはもちろん構わないよ。でも最近はちょっと綿流しのお祭りの打ち合わせの絡みで日程の何？
Oh God.
またバイト？
私、ひなみ沢の学校へ行く。
Oh God, bro. Oh no. Shion's gonna do something fucking stupid, man. Alright, guys. Yes, sir. That's where we wrap up. Here we go. One more. No, motherfucker. We ain't got time for one more, okay? Thank you. I just had a... What? My game crashed. Okay. Weird. Anyways, thank you everybody for hanging out as always for the sponsor segment as well as Higurashi. As usual, tomorrow, I don't think we have any sponsor. Oh, wait, no. We actually have Lost Sword tomorrow, which I'm actually excited for. Yep, we have Lost Sword tomorrow. Yes, sir. I haven't really seen or heard anybody even talk about the game since it came out, but, yeah. Marbles? Oh, wait, shit. I did say I would eat my balls if I didn't fucking play marbles. Alright, whatever. Okay, fine. We'll do the marbles, you stupid motherfuckers. Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do marbles real quick. This'll be fast. Eat your balls, go offline. I'd rather you eat your balls. Nah, I'm good. Alright, here we go, boys. Marbles real quick. This will be like 5 minutes. And then we will wrap it up here. Yes, sir. It's been 2 months. We used to play for time for times like All right. Hey, listen. The VIPs who got VIP for marbles last time are fucking they were fucking happy. All right? They got to hold that shit forever. All right? Fuck y'all. Let's see here. Marbles. Mod check. There we go. Alright, chat, let's make it short and sweet, but we gotta always do the El Clasico. We got Marble Centauri. Get on in, as always. Doing a nice little 80-second countdown. Here we go. Get on in, boys. A minute, 15 seconds remaining. Marble time. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Bip, bip, bip. This one is for VIP. Remember, 2 VIP races, and then the last one is the ban. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Racist? No. Boom. Oh. Boom. 48 seconds remaining. Exclamation mark play to get on in. Here we go. All right, we got 369 players in here. 30 seconds remaining. Go to check this auction. Yeah, this only has 160 people watching. $1 million for this horse? Damn, brother. Kita-san Black is usually behind Epiphany in terms of earnings. Damn, Kita-san Black's daughter? It's Kita-san's daughter? Yo, huge stocks. Here we go, boys. Good luck, everybody. Eddie Kagamine is in the lead here. Off rip, we got Asian Calculator in second. We got third place. We got Listen Here. Arc Viral, Garward Feared, NVL, Yanagen, Herkwork, Night Seraph. Here we go. Going into the first obstacles. Will Eddie Kagamine hold the lead? Move, camera. Fuck you. All right. Arc Viral actually in first place now. Arc Viral in first place. Second place, we have Levi. Third, we have Major. We have Sadarzito. We have Herkwork, NVL, Disturbed Lance, Luxury, Garward Feared, and Suzuhara. All right, spinning around Mars. Here we go. Pogsumi stuck there in the back. Jesus, slow motherfucker. Am I still alive? Anybody see me? Mod check. Am I still alive? Hello? You died? Fuck. All right, Arc Viral Rush is way ahead of you with Major B24 hot on his tail. NVL in third place. We got fourth place, Herkwork. Fifth place, we got... Oh, we got a bunch of people moving here. Disturbed Lands, Ankara, Best Fly, CVK Paper, Sadarzito, Suzuhara Luxury, Herkwork, Razor 7th, but Arc Viral is still in first place by a decent margin here. Can we see Major B24 close the gap here? Here we go. Here we go. And jumping off into the fucking launch here. Let's see how they stick the landing. Arc Viral. Decent jump. Major B24 decent as well. Everybody's falling in pretty well here. Arc Viral, Major B24. Ankara almost caught up to Major B24. Lord Zeka, Disturbed Land, CVK Paper, Best Fly. All of these people are getting real close here. Arc Viral and Major B24 neck and neck soon. Ankara right on their tail. There's a huge group in the 3rd to the 10th position. Oh my goodness. Razor 7th now in 3rd place, almost catching up to Major B24. We got Ankara in 4th place, and 5th place with Timberlands. We got Lord Zeka. We got CVK Paper Trickster, and they're off after that huge launch. Major B24 getting passed by Razor 7th. Oh my god, what the fuck? Trickster just procced a huge ability. I think that was Redshift. Insane. Can we get a corner recovery here? He's still got a little bit to go. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Arc Viral with the Major B24 with the fucking corner acceleration. I don't even know if that's a skill name. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Kynox just cheated. Kalnox just cheated. All right. Okay. Took anabolic steroids. Oh, but. Uh-oh. The curse. Oyashiro-sama's curse always strikes. Shadow Skill now in 1st place. There is always a curse on this map. If you're first coming into the straightaway, you always get cucked. All right, Shadow Skill. Will you be able to clear all these obstacles here? Shadow Skill. Ooh, getting a really bad RNG there. Kalnox. Will Kalnox clear a little faster? Oh my god, Best Fly gets a bit of a booster jump there. But, let's see. Shadow Skill. Shadow Skill. Ooh, Best Fly though. Hold up, Best Fly. Best Fly taking the lead. Kalnox, Altairs, Arc Viral, Waya Silent. Oh my god. Best Fly takes the win. Kalnox in 2nd place. Shadow Skill actually died at the end. So Best Fly 1st, Kalnox in 2nd, Altairs in 3rd. 4th, we got Arc Viral. We got 5th, Waya Silent. 6th, Lord Zeka. 7th, Ankara. 8th, Seraph. 9th, Snapper. And 10th, Suzuhara. Congratulations, Best Fly. Who do you want to take a VIP from? Here we go. Who do you want to take VIP from? Hang on, let me find this here. What are the options? Anybody right now you see with VIP, you could take them. Yup. Real. All right, here is the current VIP list. All right, let's do VIPs. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Make your pick. Make your pick. Make your pick. Bunjay. Bro wants to take Bunjays. Uh-oh. Damn. All right, Best Fly. There's your VIP. Ooh. Invalid username. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. Let me restart my Chatterino. It looks like it bugged. Oh, never mind. My login token seems to be broken for Chatterino. Let me try that again. Fucking dookie ass piece of poop. Okay, let's see here. Best Fly. Oh, why is Best Fly's fucking name not showing up? Oh, there we go. Alright, there you go, Best Fly. Congratulations. Let's do the next VIP race, boys. A short and sweet one. A short and sweet one. Where's our good old shotgun? Where is our good old shotgun? Or bullseye, whatever it's called. Oh, there it is. Buckshot. Boom. All right, 60 seconds for this one, boys. Get on in, exclamation mark play to join. Yes, sir. 60 seconds, and here we go. Remember, chat, this one is not a race. This is whoever is closest to the center. Right? This is going to be legitimately you win if you're right there. All right? So, this has nothing to do with who's first. You should do this commentary for Uma Musume instead of Marbles. It's hard to do it for Uma Musume because, I mean, even now, I don't think I know every horse's name off the top of my head, you know, really fast. And also, it's hard to fucking say their names super fast, okay? Because it's like fucking, like, Meduro McQueen, Maruzensky, Matsusaka Futukate, what the fuck her name is, you know? Like, Daiwa Skareto? Daiwa Skareto? Like, bro, it's just a bit of a mouthful, you know? All right, here we go. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Here we go. Everybody is going to go flying towards the bottom, and then they're going to be shot off of here right into the target. I do think if you get shot from this upper one, you do have the highest chance. But it's completely RNG where you land. Here we go. Falcon Art then is first here, going towards the shot. We got Snapper, Bolney, Anticipantment, Gyauzi, Best Fly there. John Ball, Wow, something just died. Unlucky. All right, there's me. Snapper, CVK Paper just died as well. Didn't even get to fly. Sizzle, listen here, both dying. Yenijin dead as well. Here we go. We got the first people going in. I see me. All right, let's see. Oh, ooh, okay. All right. Oh, J-Moy Kaido looking like the closest to the middle. Hold up. Never mind. Ugly Poop. No. Wait a second. Umi Gozen might be the closest. Chat, ignore the turquoise name. That's actually the record holder. Umi Gozen might be the winner. Do we have anybody else? Pizza Dog is right there. Samaya. Oh my god. Umi Gozen taking the win. Congratulations, Umi Gozen. You get to steal VIP from someone. Who would you like to take VIP from? Again, here is the full list. You could take VIP from anybody that you see. Juicy Pika. Oh my god. Taking it from Juicy, who's had it for 2 years. Oh my god. Damn. Alright. Umi Gozen. Congratulations. There is your VIP. Alright. And now, the last one, boys. The last one is for a 24-hour ban. That's right. 24-hour ban. Let's do. Here we go. Here we go. Laps 2 is gonna be like Uma Musume, except for it's not 1 lap. I mean, I would have done 1 lap, but like that would have been too quick. We'll just do 2 laps. Close to Uma Musume. All right, get on in. Get your best horses in. Here we go. 24-hour ban for the winner. Good luck to everybody. If you don't want to be banned for 24 hours, don't join the race. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Wait, I didn't even set the countdown. All right, well, we'll just start it. Countdown's going to be 20 seconds. Here we go. Good luck. Play Uma music. What's Oh shit, and they're off! Oh my god, here we go. Risa Dark is in first place. We got Saturn Zito in second, Falcon Ardem in third. Hold up. Hang on. Fuck. Hang on, I'm trying to find fucking... music. Trying to find music. Hold up. All game OST. Nope. Fuck. Oh, okay. I think I got it. All right, here we go. Okay, and here we go. First place, we have Seder Zito. Rizo Dark in second place. We have Luxury. And oh my god, Luxury taking the lead here. We got third place. We got Rizo Dark. We got Yoboseo and Renko. We got XXX and Young Hokage. We got King Rat Bombmaster in the front pack as well. We have just that hopeless dude there as well. We have Chaos in the top 10. Bombmaster in 9th position. We have Saturn Zito going in to the second lap. Wait, Saterzito is actually the winner. Congratulations. Oh my god. Holy moly. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Saterzito with the win. We love to see it. Jesus Christ. There you go. Saterzito. There you go. Your final message to the chat for 24 hours. Took the whole time. First lap to find the music. Bro, I need to get the victory music, man. Congratulations. Yes, sir. All right. And obviously, we gotta wrap it up with the All right, Saterzito. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Boom. All right, chat. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. Yes, sir. Everybody in YouTube chat as well. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Don't forget to reset the gold king. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.